We are joined with Cespedes Family Barbecue. 4 J's on the 4 mics. Let's do it. Now the music naturally gets louder.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is like a real intro for a real show.
YouTube gets mad when Jake doesn't dance the intro.
We're like, we can't monetize if he's not dancing.
Yeah. No, this music is by Mike Rotuno. He made all our music for us so we can
Thank you,
monetize
Mike.
it.
It's actually
Thank you,
the
Mike.
reverse problem. If I start dancing, they put it as like NR17 material.
Not
Limited
safe.
ads.
Yeah.
safe.
One of my most popular videos on YouTube was limited ads because Machado said "fuck" too much. And it's like, come on, he's just saying it.
You guys can swear, apparently.
Fuck too much.
Yes,
Ooh, and we're there. What's up?
Hello.
Welcome everyone to Talkin Baseball. We are joined by Cespedes Family Barbecue. Is that like was your band name basically?
Yeah, by accident. Like
Yeah.
that was never the plan. Like I never thought I would get to a place in life where someone would scream the last name of a Cuban baseball
Right.
player and I would turn around.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when you're going to
Yo, Cespedes.
That's what it is.
when you're
Yeah.
going to Jewish day school, that's not something they tell you about.
Yeah.
You can't really prepare for that.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
4 J's. That's kind of interesting.
Well, it is California, so that's allowed here.
A lot of J's. Yeah. Yeah. You guys hit up any dispensaries?
No.
What
Let's talk about nationals.
Altoona Curve.
this has been a fun game for us because we still don't have a perfect answer. Oh, sports media, blah blah. What's your guys like elevator pitch? Like when they ask what Cespedes
do?
Family BBQ is, what do you guys say? Because we need help on it as well.
Sure. Well, again, I imagine we do have probably fairly similar answers.
Yeah.
And especially now that we learned that you guys have known each other since high school.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pull out the Prestige Worldwide video from Step Brothers on my phone and just show
Investors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's that's kind
of weird.
Let's get in there. Okay, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah. NPR. Yeah.
The Diane Rehm Show.
But yeah, so no, it's a good question. It's a fair question, right? What do
you.
we explain? Because like when you explain, like, well, yeah, like baseball's funny, baseball's fun, we enjoy it, and like we talk about it in a way that's we're enjoying it,
Yeah.
and we're trying to
Weird that that's not normal, right?
I know, and we want to highlight things and show things that like other people are going to enjoy because that's the whole point. They're playing a stupid game.
It's entertainment.
Yeah, they're wearing
Yeah.
pajamas and they're running around, and we love it. And then we
Yeah.
get paid a lot of money, and that's hilarious, as you know.
Right.
Yeah.
For the elevator pitch, it's basically like I think baseball's really fun, and I want to amplify that to people, and I do it online.
Right. And I want other people to think baseball's
That's
fun.
it.
Yeah.
And that's obviously something that you guys have done
Yeah,
very well.
it's
sir.
basically the same. It's just you need a J name and you just need to be able
Right,
to
that's
talk
true.
about.
But
yeah.
it's pretty simple prerequisites, honestly.
Yeah, but
Me
like
in high
it's like
school-
us, you guys, and like Dallas Braden and Carabas are like the only people.
Right.
Foolish baseball
isn't-
guy.
Oh yeah. We're trying to get together to do a video together soon.
Yeah.
But
Is he here?
no, I don't
Okay.
believe so. But yeah, there's not a lot of people, and
Right.
it's MLB scared off young people from having fun with their sport, and they're still kind of like you guys got accepted into the club.
Yeah, that's like something that I think about a lot. Like we got upstreamed in a way where we were very lucky to do that, where we got picked out like when we were in college. And in some ways, working there has informed and changed the way that we do content in some ways, but also like we like to think that we have done all we can to kind of push that forward internally.
Yeah.
Right.
How did that happen? Like for people that don't know, where does the name come from?
Sure.
Yeah.
How did you get to where you are?
Right. Okay. So so you guys know each other since high school. We go back to middle school, but in middle school we really did not
No,
like
it's
each other.
we're
Don't try
competing.
to
Really?
fucking
Yeah. No.
one up
no,
us
we're-
like that.
That's exactly what's
Our
happening.
show. So,
We met at synagogue.
Yeah. So it goes back a little bit further.
met at two
but
synagogues.
to be fair though, we really didn't like each other in middle school.
Okay.
At all.
Great.
Because it was a small Jewish private school, and there weren't that many people, and so we were similar enough where it was like, no, homie, that's my lane.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't,
Because I showed up in middle school.
Right. And I was like,
that's
who's this
foul.
I was
clown?
like,
Right.
I'm the loud sports fan blonde guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that didn't go so well in middle school.
We can't have two baseball fans here.
No.
No.
Yeah.
And then come high school, it was like, well, like we're the only ones who really want to talk about Jerks and Profar. Like it was like, damn, there's no one else.
We actually still are.
It was sorry. And so it was like, and so at that point, it was like, well, I guess I gotta start talking to Jake.
The rest of the school was
It's
like,
tough.
you should hit Jake up about this.
Yeah,
'cause
it's
I
like
think
Jake.
likes
He
it too.
talks about it. It's like, yeah.
You're like, I don't like that guy. He likes baseball. And they're like,
It's like, oh, what? But isn't that? Yeah.
All of our other friends were like, stop talking about Tomo Oka to me.
We're like, all right, well, I guess we're
Please,
stuck with each other.
Never stop talking about Toma Kazuoka to me.
And then, and so basically, we started Facebook
Talk
messaging
Oka to
all
me.
the time
yeah.
through high school. We would go we would literally like go and like just play catch because we lived pretty close to each other too. And then we just
Were you
started
guys
talking all the
okay
time.
with each other's throws? Like with the first catch? Like was it
Ooh.
very, oh my God, if this kid fucking can't throw, then we can't talk baseball anymore.
Well, okay, but this is a very important point because the way that Jake throws is not fun to play catch with.
Ooh.
So I was a side armor,
Yeah.
pitched
Oh, no.
D3, and it was like
It's into the ground.
run and sink.
It's
like,
not
hurt your
like, oh, let's
palm.
go play catch. Like it's like a
That's a nightmare.
It's like going
Yeah.
to throw a football around and you're punting it to everyone.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Except
Jake does that.
You're the-
Except punting
So,
it straight.
so that's Jake.
onside kick.
Yeah. Jake likes
Yeah.
to do a lot of kicks when you throw a football
And then you
around.
do it right like twice, and then the third time you kick it in the tree.
Yeah.
and everyone has
I
to go
mean-
home.
and then you go and chase it.
The
Right.
good Lord gave me this leg. I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
So.
He gave you 2.
Whoa. Hot takes. Profar's going to have a huge year. I'm going to break that for you
Okay.
guys right now.
Yeah,
'Cause
he said that on the last show when it happened.
It's a take I've decided I'm
Yeah.
going to go with. Is
Reunited?
That he's top prospect.
Right.
You know, was always trying to figure it out.
Right.
And then this is his last year before free agency. Huge year. He gets a giant payday because they're like, oh, he figured it out, and then he's bad again.
Right.
Ready?
And that's
And
it. Profar,
So
sorry.
every year at the Passover Seder,
Yes.
at the end,
Uh-huh.
we say Bashana Haba and Yerushalayim, which means next year we will
If
do.
I attempt to say that,
Don't.
then
I won't
Yeah,
do that.
it'll be
just
offensive.
okay. Just
I mean, I don't care, but Anti-Defamation League might be on your ass.
Yeah.
So
shit.
that
Again.
means next year may this be in Israel, and for my family, like we're not moving there. Like it never actually is.
Right, but you
that's
still say
how
it.
you still say it. That's
okay.
how I feel about Jurgensen Profar.
Okay.
Every year, next year,
Next year he'll be a
Yeah.
star.
yeah.
Next
But
year
Jake's
Shana
on,
Haba.
but
No, I'm on
Jake's
it.
on it. Like, it's
Big
gonna
year.
happen.
He'll
Something
get
happen.
paid.
He's
and then
he's
it'll be, like,
reunited with the
hated.
people that brought him into baseball. AJ Preller, Jace Tingler.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe he's it's a little reunion.
I think next year's the year Greg Golson finally figures it out.
Oof.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. That really just
Well, it's been good talking to the
Thanks.
the Human Centipede Family Barbecue.
Wow.
Follow them
That's true.
on YouTube.
Where's the name come from?
You want to
fun.
talk about
Yeah,
Cito
let's
Culver
talk
next?
about the name.
Sorry.
Let's talk
Okay.
about the name. So basically, we were two dorky baseball fans in high school, and at that time, Ioannis Cespedes put out the video where he had just left Cuba and established residency in the Dominican and made a highlight tape where he's like playing catch and like working out and running shirtless, and at the
I remember
end,
that.
he's roasting a pig over a spit, and we were like, why did he put that in his
why-
mixtape? Like he
and-
said
and-
that to Billy Bean, and Billy Bean was like, "Yes,
Yeah.
36 million."
Right.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
We're in.
because this was after his first season. So the video had come out the year before. So after his first season in 2012 is when we made the website.
And we're like, we're never gonna have to explain this to
it was
anyone.
Like, it was like this is long, but it's like an inside joke. It's like like Cespedes Family Barbecue.
Yeah.
Now it's like
Is there any regret? If you could go back, would you change it?
no.
That's a
no.
really interesting question.
Well,
No.
the other thing is and I know
Really
he hasn't played baseball in 15 years, but the other thing is like everyone throughout the whole thing is like, oh, you should have named it after Puig. You should have named it after this guy. It's like, no, we picked the right
Yeah.
dude. Like
Yeah.
he has delivered.
Yeah,
in
he
all
smoked
of the
cigars
ways.
in the clubhouse.
He gave us 2 home run derbies. He carried a team to the World Series.
Diamond necklace shattered on the
showing
field.
He's showing up in different cars every day. Like he's a total
Yeah.
baseball weirdo, and also he's really freaking good.
He just
when
needs to like get an injury on a horse next, and then
Right.
you got the whole thing.
I know. So it sucks
And
that
that-
he's been
Not a
hurt.
horse.
Donkey.
Unconfirmed. The horse was unconfirmed. I thought for that
Yes.
injury.
He stepped in a hole.
It was a hole. People just assumed it was a horse.
Nah, it was a horse. Don't ruin my. Don't tell me Santa's not real.
Yeah.
Guy fell off a horse.
Okay, fell off a horse. Well, the point is that I hope he comes back and plays baseball again sometime.
Yeah,
Mostly
he
for this
should.
Too.
Yeah. No, I hope so.
What's he? If not, he'll just go to some other league and play baseball.
Yeah.
No, he won't.
No, he's
He'll be an amateur golfer.
pro golf.
Has he reached out? Like, has anyone from his camp been like, hey?
Well, that's the thing, right? So the funny thing is that his camp is currently the GM of the Mets. So,
You hear about that?
Don't get us started. We just did this
Yeah,
with
I know.
Kuznick.
We just got riled up.
okay, that's fine. Well, no, but at this point, we think that if it was a problem, they probably would have said something by now.
Yeah.
And it's not
Think
like
about
we've been amazing PR.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like who was thinking positive thoughts about Ioannis or that word Cespedes in the last calendar year?
Yeah. But like, you need to be invited to a family barbecue.
I know.
Working on that.
We
actually
have
have
some ins. We have some ins, but it hasn't. That's the last thing.
So-
Then we have to retire. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
That's it.
Yeah.
Is that once that happens, it's like, all right, pack it up.
Well, and I can confirm that there is an annual family barbecue that actually does take
Oh.
place around spring training, like in Florida near his ranch or on his ranch. Like that's a thing.
Every
We just
family
have,
has barbecues, I think.
yeah, we just have to
His
get
is a
there.
little more
Yeah.
elaborate.
I mean, but the thing is, you go there and they're like, hey, who are you guys?
Right.
you're not like us, then you're saying, actually, we're your barbecue.
Right.
We're
we are,
Cespedes
yeah.
Family
What do you
Barbecue.
mean?
And so many of them are going to be like,
No,
Wait,
actually,
this-
Is
this
this
is
the
it.
dinner?
we don't get this.
Well,
We met him once.
Yes, yes.
And did this conversation happen?
Kind of, yeah. So we met him in 2015 when he was with the Tigers, and it
Forget how much this dude get bounced around.
Remember when
I
he was
know.
with the Red Sox?
Nah,
We
blah,
met-
blah, 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 blah. I don't
No,
remember
no,
that.
no, no, no.
That's block that out. But
Yeah,
Tigers, but he was good to Detroit obviously before he got traded, and so we were in Anaheim and we got it set up with a mutual friend. We met him during BP, and the translator for the Tigers at that time, she had known who we were, so she was like helped in the effort to
that's
try
nice.
and explain. But he was, I mean, very
yeah,
very
yeah,
nice to
yeah,
us.
yeah.
But we
See,
told him
see,
like,
see,
oh
see,
yeah,
see.
the barbecue, and he's like, yo, yes, that was my birthday. He said that was his birthday, so he knew what we were talking about.
Oh, okay.
And then he told us that the dude in the background was former Orioles outfielder Henry Urrutia.
Yes.
Okay.
So
He's
there's
like in the
another-
background of it. He's like his best friend in Cuba.
Yeah. So there's a very niche.
Does Cuba like you? Do you guys have a lot of Cuban fans?
That's a good question. I don't know. We don't know what's the Twitter situation in Cuba.
Yeah.
Q rating and
I'm not looking
Q
at
rating.
the metrics, the Cuban metrics. That's
We need to look at the
You
analytics
need to
a little,
look at that.
a little more
Get some
closely.
follower
Yeah.
wonk stuff. See how many,
but
see how many guys you got in Cuba.
yeah. So hopefully he comes back.
How did you guys pick your favorite teams? Because the Yankees were there for you.
Right. Oh, what?
They weren't.
What does
You
that mean?
made-
What do you mean they were there for?
I don't want to
us?
say
Didn't
a
they
bad
existed?
decision.
So if you guys
but-
don't know, Jake is a Orioles fan and Jordan's a Mariners fan.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
is it is definitely.
It's good because you guys have like balance of sadness.
Yes.
If one of you was a Yankees fan and was an Orioles fan,
then be like, ha ha.
it's like, the
ha, ha.
hierarchy gets set and,
know. Right.
yeah.
I mean, mine's weirder than his, and his has like an actual story. But in high school, because I was like going all in on baseball and talking to Jake. I was just like online a lot.
You can't
And I
say
was-
talking to Jake because that's his Twitter handle, and it just
make it
it's-
confusing.
Yeah.
He was
You're not allowed to
chatting
put
it up
talking.
with
And I
Mintz.
was
Yeah.
I
Talking
was
to Mr.
also
Mintz here.
Yeah, Mr.
online in chat rooms.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So
We've all
apparently
probably
Bumble.
talked on the old AOA
it's
days.
honestly very, very possible. So no, but I was just on, reading all these different sites, and I never, weirdly, now, I mean, I love that the Nats won the World Series, but we grew up in the DC area, and the Nats were lame. Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
were lame early on.
Right.
Not
Well,
only did they suck, I mean, they were bad too.
Yeah. A lot of people were trying to be fans of both.
Yeah, and so
They're like, you can be an Orioles
yeah,
fan
no.
and a
And
Nationals
so-
fan.
and
It's
so
like, no, you
I-
can't. They play 162 games. It's
and
fucking
I,
impossible.
And I was also just like the contrarian asshole kid that didn't want to root for the home teams, and now Washington home teams are embarrassing anyway.
He was Rockets, Titans,
Yeah,
my.
Mariners.
yeah, Mariners. So, yeah.
Holy smokes.
But anyway, so the point is, but then I ended up on Seattle because I was just reading a lot
hate
of
the Northeast.
Lookout Landing, which is SB Nation blog. Jeff Sullivan, who now works for the Rays.
Okay.
And I was just reading about the Mariners every day, and I was like, and I love Felix Hernandez. He was my favorite pitcher. Still, I guess is. If he's not, it's not. He's like a different person now. But
Yeah.
Sad
so
time.
that, and I was like, all right, this is my team. I'm in. And so I've been a Mariners fan for about 7 years.
Has it ever wavered?
No, not since it started. Because who am I gonna get? Like I was rooting for the Nats, and now I'm more into the Nats, but that's mostly just because of Juan Soto.
Yeah.
And
And
your
Jake
brother.
is a dormant Orioles fan?
Yeah.
Dormant is a great way to put it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't be an active Orioles fan.
Not right now.
No.
They're
No.
hardly an active baseball team.
Yeah.
You're a Bowie
They would have
fan.
been relegated. Like, they should be relegated.
All right, so let's start things off.
What the happened? Let's go to the beginning. Well, you have a good story here.
Okay, well,
I've only
I
heard the
was
story.
born in Camden Yards.
I've only heard the story 60,000 times. So
Yeah, let's
please
hear it.
take it away.
So Nate McLeod hit the pole. That's the first thing that we should really
okay,
bring up.
okay.
Second thing, so my mom's
Nate
from,
McLeod's poll should have been your alternative name.
wow, that is so obscure.
Why didn't we do that? Oh man.
Nate McLeod's pole?
Yeah,
Okay, so my mom is from Baltimore, and
phallic.
my mom's mom is a huge Orioles fan, and I was born the day Ripken tied Gehrig
Okay.
in '95, and my grandma left my mom while she was in labor with me and went to the game. She had tickets, and so at that point it was like,
You're done.
that's
Yeah.
it. Like
Yeah.
I'm screwed, right? I'm an Orioles fan. I will always be one, and I'm cursed and locked in.
Do you
Like,
look
can't
good in
win.
orange?
Does anyone?
No, that's the hard
Yeah.
thing.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why they drafted Adley Rutschman, because he was already in orange. They weren't going to convince someone
Yes.
Right.
else.
He already had the undershirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, Dylan Bundy's face matched the jersey sometimes.
Dude,
Now
that's a
it
great
will.
Point. This is some rosy cheeks.
Yeah, well, I don't like your broadcast. I told you this, not on air. Masson just zooms in on every pitcher's face like uncomfortably close.
more
Like,
than the average
I
broadcast?
disagree.
yes,
with you. I think that's
it's
a good
Masson
thing, dude.
and the Dodgers, and they just like
yeah.
Dodgers. Watch a LA broadcast. It's so fucking Hollywood. It's like they think they're directing a TV show.
I love that, though.
They're like in the pitcher's face, and I'm like, yo, show me the catcher
that
signs,
really
please.
backfires when.
I totally disagree with you because, like, 25 of the 30 broadcasts are the same. They're like the same interchangeable things. And so the ones that are weird and different and like zoom in on the pitcher's face, or the Mariners having the insane slow-mo
Yeah,
cam,
some broadcasts have extra
right?
slow-mo.
Like I couldn't tell you the difference between the Twins and the Tigers broadcast.
Jake's about to get
So-
very mad at you.
you have strong opinions.
I
The
hate
Jake
you.
on Jake
MLB
battle
TV,
here.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
let's go.
think I think there's a little something that's missing because you're right. A lot of the broadcasts are similar,
Yeah.
but I think there are some key differences. I mean, if you watch a game that's in Houston, the pitches look completely different. The off-speed pitches look ridiculously different. And I think it's kind of a problem with baseball is that if you were going to turn on a game on a different night, I think the broadcast looks completely different, and I think that's a problem in comparison to the NFL. You turn on any NFL broadcast, you're getting the exact same thing. You might get an extra pylon cam, you might get a
Right.
camera behind the quarterback or something, and I'm okay with that. But like, I want the same pitch camera
you
on
want
every.
That's
to
it's
basically
the camera
standard.
angle. This
Yeah,
is
the-
Jordan's one of
the
Jordan's things.
center field camera angle, right? So they've gotten better. There have been more that have turned to right. Houston now is straight on.
Right.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay straight on. Pittsburgh, Minnesota. There's a bunch, but there used to be. There aren't as many anymore. I know Boston's is really bad.
Isn't St.
Like,
Louis
way off
at-
to the
at-
right.
Pittsburgh is
The
terrible.
Mets is weird.
Mets is a weird one.
So when I make the
That's like-
breakdown videos, I take both broadcasts,
Right.
and then I sync them.
So you know.
So
better than
then,
anyone, right?
so then I can go like Optimum, what the fuck?
Optimal.
No, eye doctor, whatever. The 1-2
okay,
test.
yeah.
So I'm going back and forth, and a lot of the broadcasts are Fox, and they have the same exact setup. Fox uniforms, everything, same score bug and all that. The Mets is so different that I can't alternate because it's like,
The Mets have.
The Mets broadcast is a podcast with a baseball game going on.
The
in the
announcers are great, but like
Yeah.
the actual
The
camera
actual-
angle
the
is it's like
actual-
tilted
yeah.
and weird. And then like Houston, I'll make some more friends in Houston. It's so dark. It's like we're watching a game from a 1970s basement.
You're in an aquatic center.
It's so weird. It's like put some lights on, please.
Right.
Everything's like musky and it like
Hey, at
smells
least
like
the-
cigars.
At least
and
the
dust.
sound quality's fine.
Did you guys hear about that whole
I
Houston
heard
thing?
I heard.
No, I was in the
literally-
Dominican Republic. I didn't.
Literally heard.
I missed it.
Many
They
sounds.
What happened?
yikes.
What did they do?
They signed a catcher. What's that guy's name?
Dustin Garneau.
Garneau.
Oh,
Garneau.
huge.
Watch
Yeah.
for him to break out.
Yeah. And watch
Sleeper.
for this
I
quick
can't believe
break.
they traded Max Stassi. Let's talk about the Nets.
Dustin Garneau in the Dominican.
All right. Thank you for sitting through that break. We're back. What were we talking about?
Dustin
remember.
Garneau.
Astros are cheaters?
Deep dive on his analytics.
No way.
We were told like, hey, don't only do Astro stuff. And I was like, oh, that'd be so boring if
You
every...
don't want to do that.
No.
No, I don't.
That's the thing. Is like you take no particular joy in. You take maybe joy in them getting caught, but you
I
don't
now
take
do.
joy in having
Yeah.
to spend all the time having to work on this.
No, it was fun, but like the misconceptions about like us from because there was some like guys on Astros like radio or Houston radio that like were like
They're out for us.
this is what he does, and it's like no man, like we were gonna be on Radio Row, we had credentials, we're
Right,
like
right,
a
right.
big company already.
Oh, they think that like this
They
was your
think it,
break.
Yeah.
it made us, and it's like no.
No.
And I hate that's my biggest like yes, a lot of people found out about us. I had no idea. I did a lot of radio, and it was
Sure,
like
sure, sure.
very good. But we were here no matter what. We put in 2
Right.
years in, like you know. What I mean?
Aaron Boone cursing was
Yeah.
are way more important.
See this
Well, and
one?
also,
Yeah, I saw
like, that's the whole speech.
Yeah. It's
Great
a
font
I mean,
choice.
you guys did.
I
You
mean,
guys
slam
did
poetry.
Yeah, slam poetry.
I know he's like a little iffy on.
No, he's not.
He loves it.
They
He's like,
iffy.
they
Like,
all
so iffy.
they all had to like the PR guy like we don't know, it's not really, and then like
But we'll sell the T-shirts.
they made
Yeah.
so much. Like we made good money. Times that by 100. That's how much
Yeah.
money the Yankees made.
100.
Right.
By 100.
1,000.
North of that.
Over
man.
Think so?
9,000.
Yeah.
My friend.
Okay.
Fucking Yankees.
Well, we made 5 million, so like they probably.
I actually know that you texted that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not on the shirts. Yeah. For Jake's.
You want to tell the story?
Jake
This
is
is a good story.
inside. He's the inside track.
All right.
We had never met. You guys were
No.
very friendly. You had me on your show,
Yes.
and I was like so excited because you guys do what we do, and I was like, I don't want any competitors with it. You know, there's only 3 of us, like I said, so let's all be friendly.
Right.
There's no competition here, and I was like, great. Like I was so excited to go on your show and stuff, and then we start texting. I'm like, this is cool. We're gonna build up a rapport, and then I had you in my phone as Jake, and I'm texting who I think is Jake, just like straight business stuff, like our sales numbers for the year, and the response. Like I can pull up the conversation.
It was
Which is funny because
unbelievable.
and then when he showed it to me, I was like, well, man, I thought our segment went well, but he really likes you.
Yeah.
Well, then he was like telling me what games.
Now you're in here as Cespedes Jake. I had to change
Good.
your first
Yeah.
name.
That's fine. You were telling me about what games you had an eye on. You were like, yeah, don't worry, I'm recording the Iowa State,
Oh yeah.
Kansas State
'Cause
game.
We were gonna start doing college football stuff.
and I was
And it was
like,
the
all
second
right.
time I did it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very
Because we were doing college football breakdowns. So, you were like, you texted me. No, you know what it was? You know what it was? You texted me about Hughes getting out of breath.
Oh, that was a great video.
And Jake and I had just recorded a podcast, and I said, like, yo, I'm about to make a video about Hughes getting out of breath. So I made the video, and then I get a text from Jake in my phone, like, yo, that was awesome. And I'm like, think it's him commenting on
You're
that.
like, great. Oh, also, while you're here.
As if Jake's going to, like, text me a compliment on my video.
No.
And it's like,
Yeah, that
I go, I knew you'd like the whole story. And then we just kept talking. You probably didn't even know that part. I didn't know it was you. And then I sent a screenshot of, like, our money. And you go, amazing. That's the fuck. That's like,
This is the thing. Hold on.
you go, that's the fucking dream, dude.
And you're like, wait, isn't it?
And then I'm like telling him, like, yeah, I've been doing this to try and get it going on YouTube and stuff. Like,
Hold on. Can I stop you here for a second? Because
Yeah.
when he showed this to me, I was like, I don't know.
and like,
Like, does he have
look how
to
much blue. I wouldn't fucking do that to anyone besides like a
Yeah.
family or like
Right.
my girlfriend or Jake.
Right, I was like, wow, he's
Bam, 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 bam,
But so,
bam.
do you? This is a safe space, and you're clearly not ashamed here. Maybe you are. That's why you're talking
No,
about it.
no,
But like,
it is what it is.
did he play it wrong, or he did as well as he could?
Oh.
No,
You did fantastic.
I'm not trying. I'm not
You
trying to
did
put him.
fantastic.
Great, honey.
I think he
Yeah.
did too. I was like, I don't know what the hell I would have said. Like, I don't know
And
if I
he-
would have been like, hey, dumbass.
Okay, because can I walk you
But
through
in
my
the end,
process?
it waited like an hour, and like you didn't respond, and that's fine.
Because he was
I was
like,
like getting into like fucking like the monthly money and shit, and I'm so excited because at this point
Right.
we had been living off $300
Nothing.
each after rent for like
Right.
a year and a half. We'd be living off nothing. So this is when is this August? So
Right.
this is
you were
July
at
was our
you were
first.
at a vulnerable but like excited time.
Yes.
Yes.
So like any good news, we were texting each other like, dude, we have a company, like
Right.
you know. So
Right,
like
right.
I was just sending updates.
Right.
And then so then it ends, and I go, I'm recording Nebraska versus Alabama, and then because we were recording like college football.
Man,
That's-
this dude I barely know is
This
just telling me about
John
his day.
John Boy really likes me. I think.
Dude, like you probably thought I was such a fucking like if someone did this to me in earnest, I would have been like done with them. I would have been like, that guy sucks.
When you told me about the money, like my first thought was like, that's a weird flex, but like you do you. Like you're getting money. That's
Cool,
awesome.
man.
Like
Yeah.
I'm happy for
I
you.
would have never done. Like I'm so shy about. Like,
Well, no, that was the other thing.
shit.
It was like it made sense from the standpoint of like, yeah, I would be excited too. Like we've been following. We're like, holy shit, John Boy's blowing up. This is awesome. But I was like, why? What? Like clearly it was not meant. So yeah.
You
So-
throw me your tax returns in
God,
there too?
the-
Yeah.
We might have
Social
got there.
Security.
So then I go
Yeah, you were
like
just
20
going.
minutes later, and I go, the 2 Iowas are going to overtime because we're supposed to be working this, and I go, I've got it recorded, and then like okay, so then we're 30 minutes later, and you're not responding. 'Cause you're like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is this?
right.
And I go, are you around your comp? It's gonna take a while to send. And
Yeah, and then I think you like DM'd me on Twitter or something because I
was
wasn't
gonna say-
responding
yeah,
to your
I was like,
text.
dude,
So
fucking,
you
we're supposed to be
he's
working
getting-
these games.
He's
Like,
getting
hello, are you
pissed
watching the
off
double
at
overtime
me.
or not?
He's getting mad at me while revealing our company's deepest, darkest secrets to you guys.
Yeah.
And
then
I'm like, what
you
the
finally respond. You go,
man?
bruh, I think you've been texting the wrong Jake again.
Again.
You go this, and I said, "Are you kidding me, dude? I'm changing your name or my brain." And it hasn't
What'd you
happened
pick?
again. I changed his name to Cespedes Jake.
That's great.
Um,
What a
So yeah.
And then like
a saga.
Jake's on the inside of the business.
Yeah, anybody
Yeah.
trying to take down John Boy Media, let me know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're
I got
in.
the dirt.
Jake
Dude,
Mintz knows more than
You
Jake
could have had the
Storiale.
scoop that they were on the Alabama-Iowa game. You could
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have broke that.
Yeah.
They
might make a video about the Iowa soon.
source.
That was-
Person familiar with the situation.
That was a weird time because that was like another business deal that came our way, like to do like college football stuff. So like it was like, let's not fuck this up. So I was like very actively like, I'm recording this, you
Long as we
record this,
didn't fuck it up.
da-da-da-da-da-da. And then I was like, God, I'm so stupid.
Oh, man. Was that therapeutic to talk through that?
Yeah, I think that had to happen.
think it
just
helped
knew
me.
It'd be funny.
That
Helped me a
had to
lot.
happen.
Oh,
Growing up, my friends would always be like, it's so weird that you don't smoke weed, Jimmy, because you're the biggest stoner I've ever met. And I was like, okay. And then it's like, I just do dumb shit like that. Like I've gone to a gas station, walked in, give $20 for gas, got my car, drove away without filling up my tank 5 times in my life.
You know, they make Adderall for that.
All 5 times
You have any?
this week.
I mean, I'm prescribed it.
Okay, cool.
used
Drop
to
some
always-
on the ground. Just casually, just drop some.
People in
And
college would
cut.
ask me for. People in college would ask
Let's
me
go
for
to a break.
They would ask me for Adderall all the time. They were like, oh, like, yo, do you want to do Adderall? I'm like, if I do Adderall, like, I'm gonna want to go to the library.
That's what I was like in college.
It's like,
Dude.
I
didn't
like
do
that.
it- I
I
didn't do
never
it
overused it. Like, it's just for me. Like, that's to get my work done.
I did it recreationally. You guys or
Yeah, I almost totally. We were introduced to Adderall.
how loud are we talking with these headphones on?
Bill?
The Nationals, the Bowie Bay Sox. No, Adderall is like a real drug. So this podcast got interesting.
Adderall changed my life. For
Well,
sure.
it's actually a big problem in baseball right now.
Yeah.
Your guys' dude, Chris Davis, came off it.
I know.
I
Adderall
forgot how to
changed
swing.
Chris Davis' life.
Dude, so when I played in college, like, it did help me. Like, for sure. Like, for sure.
It's
like
just,
100,000%.
it's just makes your brain be better.
You just focus.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Your brain is important too.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
maybe you need it.
Did you guys do your homework?
College? I didn't have a major that required homework.
Oh, okay, got it.
I was a history major. You write a 10-page paper
too.
at the end of the.
Me too.
At the end of
What was
the
your focus?
semester. American history from like the Civil War to like the Age of Expansion.
You're doing any Civil War breakdowns?
We have a history podcast
I did know that.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of footage. That's a problem.
on YouTube. Oh no, to break down.
Civil War. Yeah, that's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like you can't.
Not a ton
especially-
of content back
Right,
then.
like the Mets
Just go
broadcast.
to a picture and like, look at these hipsters.
There's not as much to decipher.
Yeah. You just
What-
bring up a picture of Strasbourg.
What did you study?
Well, now I'm hoping that me and Jordan have the same major because we need all the symmetry to link
I
up
think
here.
it probably. Were you
Sexual education.
Sexual education?
major in sex ed?
No, he
I-
just needed to learn a couple
Yeah,
things.
I still don't really get what's happening down there. I was business marketing.
Oh,
Sorry.
no.
Yeah.
There's a reason you're wearing a suit.
Yeah.
No, it's communications.
This is my signature look.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Do you guys
I don't
want
know you that
shirts?
well.
Can you open that suitcase?
Grab some shirts.
Can you grab some? Yeah,
Roosevelt's.
just grab those two.
Is that a human head?
Yeah. I actually almost brought my mannequin hand, and I thought like I can't do that.
Yeah. That's an event.
Yeah, just
God.
grab
Yeah.
2 shirts.
Roosevelt's
Yeah, there
like
you
went
go.
nuts. That's yours.
That's yours. There might be
know
2
who was
in
handing
there.
it to me.
Are there 2 in there or 1?
These are something.
Yeah, these sponsored by
Oh, we
the
just
Roosevelts.
Gave, we just
Zip
gave one
lock.
to Lindsay Adler, so maybe we only have one.
No, we have a lot.
Whoa.
What is this?
Whoa.
It's the goat. That's
Yeah.
Slimer, right?
I don't know what that is.
So just you guys can both wear that like you're conjoined.
time?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is relevant. Wait,
Okay, go ahead.
Great. We love.
I
relevant
watched
stuff.
Ghostbusters on the plane yesterday for the first time in my life.
I've never seen
The
it.
OG Ghostbusters?
It was not worth the time.
Yeah, I've never seen
Damn.
it. It's very 80s. I've seen like
Yeah.
bits, and I'm like,
It's basically Bill Murray like making up a ghost thing so that he can
This is
hit
great.
on women weirdly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an
use
odd
code
video.
JOMBOY. Use code JOMBINO, 20% off.
know.
The Roosevelts. They
Use
sent
the
us here.
Jomboy.
Should we? Let's do like commercial and we'll deep dive into baseball.
Yeah,
I
let's talk
guess.
about actual baseball.
Wait, let him play the commercial song.
Yeah, we come on, just
Oh, you have. Do you have a
Just-
good ad song?
yeah. We already did it.
We now bring in our next guest, Jack Johnson. Jack, thank you for that musical intro. We really appreciate it. Reduce, reuse,
Remember
recycle.
When we first moved in together. Thanks, guys, for coming on the pod. This was fun. This was really fun.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen this off season? What do you guys like?
No,
you
it's
guys
not.
like baseball?
No, strike that. Reverse it. What
Okay.
the fuck? fuck are the Mariners doing?
Really?
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, so I did.
He's kind of a Mariners hater.
No, I'm not.
to throw Jimmy under the bus.
No.
You're a big hater.
No. I think
Huge
it's
hater.
I think it's the
Why-
most
why punch-
crisp broadcast. We're
Why
talking
are
about
you punching
broadcast.
down?
No.
Oh no, Mariners broadcasts are great.
It's
Love
awesome.
Root
It's
Sports.
fantastic.
Love Root
But
Don't backpedal.
No.
Send it at DePoto.
My Mariners thing is a genuine question.
Is what are they doing?
That someone on YouTube like gets mad at me, and it's like the Mariners seem to always not know if they're trying to win now or win in 5 years.
Right.
And I, what's
Yes,
their
so that was
plan?
absolutely a problem until last year, and then it was like, okay, the plan is to trade everybody,
Yeah.
and we're gonna win in 2 years. And now they have a good farm system.
2 years.
They have, yeah.
2021.
They
Like
can't-
that's what Depoto has.
2021
set,
has like they have actual dudes, like they're all
Okay.
coming up together.
Yeah.
Now the thing is that he still has to be right about the players,
Yeah.
but the players are there, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're all going to be good. I don't know if Justice Sheffield's going to be good.
He's
I'm
not.
sure yeah, okay.
He's not.
So,
But he's going to be a good fifth or bullpen
bullpen
guy.
guy.
I like their field guys.
But
What is it? Kellenic and
well, they've
there's
got Kelenic, they got Julio, Kyle Lewis is maybe something.
Kyle Lewis.
Shed Long is the man. Like they
Shed Long. Thank you.
love Shed Long.
From the Yankees.
Yankee legend Shed Long.
Technically, yeah.
Jake
Money
beefed
We're beefing,
Jake
dude.
beefed with Shed on Twitter once.
Wait, really? For
Yeah.
those wait for the 10 minutes he was
then
a Yankee?
and Jake was
No,
trying to Jake had the
Dude.
perfect response to Shed, but Shed never replied again because Jake was gonna drop a more like Shed wrong.
Yeah. Gotcha.
That sounds like you lost.
No, there was one.
Nah.
It was like the Little League baseball team that lost, but they still
No,
like.
they high fived a kid after you gave up a home run.
Yes,
And
and
Shed
I
was
was
like,
like,
"Don't do that. We need to be competitive."
teach the
at
kids
10."
how to win,
Did
and it's
Shed
like,
really have a tweet like
you know
that?
what you
Yes.
missed?
I'm
the fact
surprised.
that they're still kids.
Yeah.
See, hold on.
Teach them to be good
Hold on.
human beings, Shed.
We're all the way on your side on this. I'm surprised that Shed had that
Dig it
take.
up, Jimmer.
Oh yeah, I'm
But
a
it's fine.
digger. History major. I like researching things.
Jumbo, hit the
But
books.
that potentially bad opinion aside, I love Shed Long, and I think he's great. So,
And he's
it's
having
fine.
fun on the internet, and I like that. But he definitely.
I like guys that tweet, whether I agree with them or not. Like grow the game and
right, like
his
post,
his
like,
his
this
Twitter
is-
is
this is-
schlong.
This is another thing.
It's too easy sometimes.
What you, the point you're making is actually one that I've tried. I think that and as you guys I'm sure have talked to players about, is that like the bar is so low. Like you have to do so little
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
interesting
Yeah.
on social media. Like if you're like a good major leaguer and you post like, had some delicious Captain Crunch this morning, like everyone would be like, this is
Yeah.
the funniest thing
Are
I've ever
you
seen.
kidding? Dude, I could go on a whole athlete humor.
It's a low bar.
Is
But
I
it's
mean
fine,
the
but
bar
it's-
is so low.
Yeah, but
it's
which
my
is fine though. I'm fine with that. Like
my
but just give me
comparison is
something.
church humor. It's if
Yeah, I
if
can't
you
relate to
if
that.
you go
I've been
to
to church
if you go
once
to
in my life,
like a
twice.
Sunday mass,
I was
not a big religion
I
guy,
went to
but-
church yesterday morning.
But
Actually, swear to God.
But just think of the image, like the guy's up there and he's like, hope everyone's being happy and healthy and hope that God's overlooking the Green
Touches.
Bay Packers this weekend. And it's like, is he hilarious or what?
Yeah.
And it's like,
I literally was in Milwaukee yesterday morning, and that happened to me.
That's what I'm
super
saying.
weird.
No, Joe, you got to come to our church. It's pretty fun.
right? He's funny. He's funny. Good. You hear that at the bar last night, and George Brett's like, get out of here.
So Schlong 895. It was like even after the ESPN said even after the home run, these players are all about sportsmanship.
Okay, but that
And Shed Long responded, "That's not sportsmanship, LOL." So we teaching the kids it's okay to lose and get beat? Shaking my head. And it's like, yes, at 10, we are teaching them that.
Yeah,
Get
'cause-
to high school,
Mr.
get to
Jomboy.
AAU. We'll get a little.
We did a whole thing on our show about this. Totally agree with you.
Let's
It's
be a
ridiculous.
society first,
weird-
and then we'll worry about having good baseball players. Hot takes.
Also, it's like half the kids in the League World Series
Suck.
suck, and
Yeah.
it's like that's fine. They're so happy to be there.
My
They
take-
are
wasn't that
having
kid-
fun giving up the home runs because they're on television.
Wasn't
That's all that matters.
Wasn't that kid from New Hampshire?
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
was
okay,
like-
he's from New Hampshire. Not going to be a big leaguer. Sorry, Grant Levine,
Got bad
Rockies
news.
prospect.
Got bad news.
Yeah. It was also like a tiny little kid.
Yeah, children. I coached a 12U team in
And
New
it was
York
a-
this
it was
past
a-
year, and it was
it was a
like
terrible
awesome.
off
You
speed.
can't get.
I know, he was asking for it.
What if you're not rooting for the Orioles? Well,
No,
you're
we're
rooting for
still
the
talking
Orioles.
Mariners.
But listen, here's the thing.
Okay.
Let me just say just quickly because I know no one really cares about the Mariners.
Come on.
No,
Is
I
it
mean-
no? Because like I will say I am a Dipoto defender because I do think that like there is a plan now and like it sucks to be bad, but like they actually have guys in place. Versus, and I'm not like there are other bad teams who you can't even see the goodness. It's so far into the future you can't even visualize it.
Yeah.
But the Mariners, you
Talking
see
about
it.
his-
It
Yeah,
still-
you were going
it
to
still has
segue us
work.
to the Orioles.
It still
Okay.
has to work.
Honestly, that's the Tigers and the Giants in my opinion, a half level below the Orioles.
The Tigers are so bad.
Yeah,
but
the Tigers.
wait,
that's
staying on Seattle for a
and
little bit.
I'm just optimistic. Yeah.
I like that, but I like that you agree that there was like a meddling error. It was like,
Oh,
what the
100%.
fuck?
They were going back and forth. And that's why last year was like, all right, we're doing this. We're trading everybody. That's great.
If I was Dipoto, is how you say it?
Yeah.
I always think I'm going to say it wrong. Same with Scott Service. Service. I always all the names.
How do you say Dipoto wrong?
I was going to say Depito
That's
or
hilarious.
Depoti.
My little brother once said Dipito, which is definitely wrong.
Dipito. Anyway,
cool.
if he was in your fantasy baseball league, you would fucking hate him.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you?
That guy sucks.
Yeah.
Let's do a trade. Come on, you trade. It's like, oh my
Dude,
God.
it's
But also,
Thanksgiving at 4 p.m.
But
Come
wouldn't
on.
you
Yeah.
rather him? Like, he's doing shit.
You wanna
also,
trade-
he's made a lot of trades with the Yankees, so you're welcome.
You want to
Yeah.
trade your holds guy for our holds guy?
Yeah, are you guys excited about Juan Then?
Oh, he's gonna be
No, you're
good.
not.
I am. Think
you're
about the
not.
puns. You lost out on the puns. You lost out on the puns.
Wow.
Dude. He somehow got better.
Yeah, we're just trading you all the good names. Shed Long, Juan Then.
I can't believe you take ownership of Shedlong. He was a come on.
Put him in Monument Park.
Yeah.
Capo got really excited.
He got his stripes.
He's good.
Yeah, he
He's
earned his
good.
Yeah,
stripes.
he earned his stripes.
Did he?
I like Josh Stowers,
For getting
but
rid of
like,
Sonny
I'd rather
Gray.
have Shed.
How can I earn my stripes, guys?
Oh yeah.
I don't.
Interesting.
You need
Yeah.
to stop booing Teixeira.
I don't
Did
really
people boo
hate
Teixeira?
Teixeira as much.
Do you know that Babe Ruth's dad Babe Ruth was born in center field? No, Babe Ruth's dad died in center field of Camden Yards. Did you know that?
Why was
did,
he
yeah.
there?
Because he owned a bar that was in where center field is of Camden Yards.
And that's where he died.
Yeah, he got in a fight and
died.
got dead.
R.I.P.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P.
That's
Well, it's so cool.
Rest
He
in-
was a terrible dad, and he sent Babe Ruth
Yeah.
to an orphanage when he was 7 years
Right,
old
right,
because he
right,
couldn't
right.
take care of him.
Recipe, Babe Ruth gone too soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Babe
yeah,
Ruth's-
yeah.
Babe
It
Ruth's
was like
dad.
50-something.
Yeah.
We miss you,
I'm-
babe.
I'm-
That one video of him so sad.
It actually is
That's
really
true.
sad.
That is a sad video.
Ooh. Live reenactment.
Isn't it crazy that you can hear Babe Ruth's voice
That
in
part,
a thing?
right?
That was me.
Yeah.
No, like JOMBOY
Oh.
editing videos again.
Adding in that fake noise. No
We
way
went,
he did
we
that.
went down a fake stoner black hole the other day that was like, how did they record audio on tape?
No, that's my biggest question. Like when people are like, "What's the next season of the History Show? I want to do inventions," and it's like, who thought, "Hey, you know how we're talking out loud? What if we put that on this piece of tape?"
Bro, didn't they use pottery first?
I don't know.
They that you could record like using
tell
a
us
spinning wheel
anything.
or something.
Someone smart enough was like, "Yeah, that will work."
Yeah, you're smart. You're onto something, John.
Steve Jobs in the corner. I got this.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, I don't know how the hell any of this shit works.
Right?
Right? Yeah.
How does anything work?
So
how
I
do you
don't-
build a building this size?
I think about that all the time.
Underpaid labor.
I think about. I'm like, what, you know what I think with that? with that,
Oh.
I think. When did they do that?
Underpaid
that-
labor most of history.
Or like roads. You ever think about that?
Dude, if I see a fucking bridge, I'm lost for 10 minutes. What?
You know they named the GW Bridge that because George Washington found it.
They're like, oh man,
You
this
mean he
bridge
found
is-"
the bridge?
Yeah, he was going up the Hudson.
He's like,
He's like,
whoa,
whoa.
First guy to notice.
Oh. My great grandpa died on the George Washington Bridge.
Like, Babe
Really?
Ruth's dad
Nah,
died.
but he helped build it.
Why isn't the bridge named after him? Was your great
Question.
grandpa named John Boy?
No. It was Mr. John Boy.
Okay.
Yeah. And he didn't even help build it. He was just a cop that worked at the bridge.
That was the dumbest thing anybody's said on this.
no,
thing.
no.
This since I've been here, and
Okay.
that just hit me at a
Shocked.
really deep spiritual level. It's Mr. John.
Yeah.
I've wanted to secretly name my unborn son Adrian because of Adrian Beltre.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've really thought about
Yeah, I have a Mariners Adrian Beltre jersey.
that? Okay, that's
that
a good
I
one.
still,
When you think
It's a little
Adrian
snug.
Beltre, what do you think? Just like bam.
Well,
The head rubbing.
I think of
Yeah.
him. No, I think of a home run on one knee.
I think
Yeah.
of him as testicles ripping in half. I can't help
Nope.
it.
That
That's
did
just
happen.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's
That
Mitch
was with the
Haniger.
Mariners too.
Yeah.
No. Imagine like playing third base without a cup on. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Trust your hands.
Dude, a
Yeah.
ton of dudes don't wear cups.
A
which is-
ton. Jake never wore cup.
Yeah. No.
Which is crazy.
Didn't feel right down there.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Mitch Haniger.
Did you play?
I mean, like, not really.
We should face off.
I was good. I was young good. Like, I was,
Same.
no joke, #1 pick in the town throughout Little
Like
League.
the Robert
Town.
Stock of
In the
Connecticut.
town?
In
Middlebury,
in
bro.
his town of 3,000, like there was probably 30 kids.
It's a big no.
But he was the
bro.
#1 pick, dude.
Everyone's
Just
like,
because you
still
weren't the
number
#1 pick, don't try to put
this
it
kid
down.
owns a
I
baseball
wasn't in that
glove.
town. How many kids your age played in the
Dude,
Little
we had a
League?
full Little League. Like, I don't.
Like
why
6
you gotta
teams?
put me down like that, fam?
What
It's
was
still
your
respected.
Tommy.
Scouting report.
Scouting report.
Good but dumb.
Third base.
Third base. Sometimes I wanted to play third base. Scott Brocious, bare hand.
Bellinger.
We all wanted to be Scott
Got thrown
Brocious.
at shortstop. Obviously, Little League. If you have eye hand, they're gonna try to put you out there.
Okay, yeah.
Developed into a center fielder.
Oh wow, third to center. You have to get some good speed.
I had so much. I
He
love
refused to
center
wear a
field,
cup.
man.
They're like, all right, go in the outfield. then.
Center field is like my baseball heaven. Like you're just
really?
out there.
And you're in charge.
Any ball's mine. Yeah,
It's like get
daddy's
the
home.
Fuck out of the way.
We've
Corner
got
outfielders.
Okay, so obviously like Little League stories kind of suck, but we played freshman baseball together.
I disagree. The Little League sort of sucks. So please continue.
Depends on the
You're
story.
right. Yeah. So
Jake's usually
I think this is our best one, and now that like people are knowing us, it's pretty funny. So I'm in center, Jimmy's in right, ball in the
Oh,
gap,
this is a good story.
ball in the gap. So I'm going for it, and I brought some theatrics to the game.
Yeah,
I wasn't scared to throw an extra. Like I wasn't scared to slow down a step
He was a
to make the
Kiermaier.
dive.
He was a
Yeah,
hot dog.
I suck. So ball in the gap, I go for it, lay out, do not catch it.
Okay, you miss it.
But what happens is somehow I think I stopped it with my glove and my body was facing the infield. So the ball's on the ground, my body's facing the infield, umpire's by second base. So ball's on the ground, I look at Jimmy, Jimmy looks at me, I go, fuck it. So I pick up the ball and pretend I catch it, and the umpire just looks at me and goes, no, that's not a catch. Jimmy hits the ground laughing.
That's
He
why I just-
cannot believe I tried to sell that
It
as
is
a
like
catch.
so clear. Like, he like looked for the ball,
The fact
and I was just looking at him, and he just goes
I mean,
in his
that-
bare
up off the
hand,
ground.
and the ump just went, "No
Yeah,
catch."
yeah. Basically, the ump and Jimmy were laughing at me at the same time.
So
So
I was like, get that weak shit out of
that
here.
was my highlight reel.
Or
No,
base runner.
My highlight
Third
reel was
goes-
running in from left field to yell at the home plate umpire in like a sarcastic
Oh
dickhead way.
yeah. Oh, that
Oh,
was
you were like
good.
a-
I was in left.
you're
I was I was in left field, and
yeah.
I was in left field, and we were playing this game, and kid hit a ball, and it hit. I don't even think it was the warning track. I think there was like a
It was
spot.
like a track. It was like a walking path.
Yeah, there was some piece of concrete in the outfield, and it hit that and bounced over the fence. And so I throw my hands up, and the ump goes, home run. And the kid's celebrating, and I'm like, and I just run up. I was a little punk bitch when I was a kid. I was really mean to, I didn't
Adults.
respect adults that didn't respect kids. So like if they thought
That
they were
makes sense.
better, I just was an asshole. A lot of fights with teachers. But I was like, do you think I was fucking celebrating his home run? Why would I put my hands up, Blue? Like, are you dumb? Are you a dumb person? And
Did you get thrown?
no. But because he knew he was wrong.
Right.
But he
Yeah.
kept it. And then, like, I told that kid, like, I just want you to know you didn't hit a home run. Like, I want to search the 2003 freshman year Bethel, Connecticut high school roster and, like, find the game log and, like, tweet at that kid and, like, yo, you didn't hit that home run.
that game log is gone.
I know.
Jumbo.
I know you.
No,
think
no,
I know
no.
you
We'll
tell
find
people
that
I hit a home run freshman year over
Right.
the fence. I know you tell
Right.
people that, and like you didn't.
You hate that.
Yeah.
And
It's
like,
like,
I need to
no.
find that kid.
You might want to let that go.
No, I think you
No.
should hold on.
Oh, some things you gotta let just stew.
That's a great hill to die on.
Yeah.
But are you more mad at the player or the ump?
The that game was also. Do you remember this game? This is so stupid. No one
Right?
cares about this. But
Thanks for having us on to tell us
yeah
all your.
yeah their
You guys took the cheese.
so their kid scorekeeper had the score wrong and said they won.
Just wanted to tell
That was,
anyone.
wow, this goes
No.
way deeper than
So the kid on their team was keeping score, and it's just like a freshman. Like he let the 14-year-old keep score. So when we end the game, we're like we won by 1, and they're like, no, we tied. And they thought we. Do you remember this?
Yeah,
And
I
they
do.
thought we tied, and it was like this big to do.
Amazing.
And then they're like, can we see your scorecard? And the little kid just did it wrong. So they thought we were going to extra innings. We were like, we won,
Game's over.
and that home run didn't count.
Wow. Did you file a protest with the league?
Fuck that team.
Man.
All right.
I love the idea of you guys just walking around the lobby,
got
like
dark.
going up to like George
Oh,
Brett,
yeah.
being like,
This is
"Hey,
what-
can you come on our show so we can tell you stories about our 14-year-old
Stories
baseball
from our
game?"
highlights before we got cut because we sucked.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It is good stuff. Did you dream up when you were growing up of wanting to play in Bristol in the Little League regionals? Because I did that twice, so you can suck it.
Dang.
Wow.
He's not
Yeah.
even from Connecticut.
We can do
Okay.
Little League stories. We can get that
We
lame
wanna
if
do
you want to
that.
get that lame.
Okay.
We can get that lame. I was
Did
on
you
the-
sidewind
I was
when
on the-
you were young?
I was on the front page of the Bristol Times.
Did you
Did you
sidewind
s-
when
it-
you were a kid?
If you sidewinded as a young youth, you're
I knew
sick.
I was bad
Fuck
from
you're
the jump.
sick.
I tore my UCL. I've been walking around with a torn UCL. I'm getting TJ in
When
March.
did you tear it?
So I pitched in
When you were
college.
9?
No,
We're
probably.
talking Little League. We don't care about your college
I'm just.
pitching.
Where
You
it's
asked
a
me
little,
when I tore
it's
it.
a Little League podcast. Why did you sign wide when you were in Little
Because I
League?
couldn't get outs from up here. Because I
mean,
wasn't good enough.
You were desperate.
You're
Like,
sick.
you're-
And I was good
that's
from down
fucked
here.
up.
I wasn't like
Depressing.
as low as I am like when I was in college.
How many coaches were like, Jake? Like,
My
come
dad.
on.
My dad was like, "You're so dumb.
Yeah.
Like you're an idiot." I ended up looking like Joe Smith. Like in college, I was like low, like whippy, and then I was pitching in a men's league in Westchester a month after I graduated college, and just threw a slider. And I was like, "Well, that's it.
Oh,
We'll see you later."
Yeah.
So if you have an extra UCL, let me know.
What was your college? I know that you still like watch them on the laptop.
I
and
do
cheer
all
for
the
them.
time.
Yeah.
Way too hard.
What was your
I played Division III baseball at Wash U in St. Louis.
Wash U?
Washington University in St. Louis.
Washington in
D3
St.
baseball.
Louis.
that's a smart school.
Yeah.
You're smart.
Uh-huh.
Fuck you.
I know.
There's a long
Smart.
time in this conversation.
You wanna know
Played
something-
impressive Little League games.
You want to know something secret?
I'm done with you.
Smarter than me.
Yeah.
Maybe like a less acclaimed
both
university
smart.
traditionally.
Just the glasses?
But
Or-
no.
Glasses go a long way.
Yeah.
My vision's fine.
Jordan has like legitimately genius recall.
But that's
You
not
just
smart.
you just
That's
got a good memory? Because I have that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
elephant-
clearly. You just told us
elephant.
you're about your fucking
Oh,
2003 Little
that's
League.
deep scar. Yeah.
Exactly, that's true.
Jordan, who was the best player this year on the Fort Myers Miracle?
Oh no.
You remember when that kid said
Give me-
kid said Taylor Jalowski is my favorite player?
Give me three players from that team.
Trevor Larnach was on that team.
Okay.
Tom Hackmer was on that team.
Yep.
Ben Rortved was on that team.
Catching
Travis
prospect.
Blankenhorn?
What team were we talking
Catching
about?
prospect. Ben
The
Rortvedt.
High A Twins.
They just changed their name too.
Oh, he's more of an idiot savant with like
Minor shit. Oh, so
Yeah.
that guy
and
looked
and
good.
like in 2011, if there was an NBA player, Jake, no matter who, could tell you what college you went to. I think you've kind of dipped out
Yeah,
of
I
it.
got
Michael
none of that.
Ruffin
I got Michael Ruffin. God, he was good.
looked like
Ohio State. I
looked
don't
like a
know.
mummy.
I don't know. No, I used to do franchise modes of video games.
yeah,
so I
yeah,
did the
of course,
fantasy
of
draft.
course,
So
of course.
I'd learned them pretty good.
I see.
Either of you guys Oopa guys out of the park baseball?
No, I every time I try, I just like,
Losers.
You're like, I am not this pathetic.
No.
I'm just joking. Oopa.
Honestly,
Just joking.
I want to be that pathetic, and I just don't have the patience for it.
I
It's
played a
tough.
lot of Stratomatic.
Like I spend so much time looking at the like I don't.
Rare that I feel like the coolest guy at the table.
I played a lot of Stratomatic.
I think the coolest guy's Bill. Let's be
Damn.
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Producer Bill's winning.
I don't want to be rude here, but can we wrap this up so we can go watch
Wait, can I ask
Scott Boras
one
and
final question?
Yeah,
for
there hasn't really been a
They're
point
not-
of conversation for a while.
No.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah.
1 to 10. If the Yankees don't sign Garrett Cole, how mad will you be?
Ooh.
No,
Mad's
I'll
not
be
the right word.
mad at myself for buying into it
Okay.
because for like up until
Okay.
2 weeks ago, I was like,
No
they're
chance.
not doing, no,
Okay,
not doing,
1
no
to 10,
chance, no
1 to
chance.
10. Like
Mad probably like a,
'Cause like Patrick-
Mad probably a 5.
Because like Patrick Corbin, you were probably like a 1.5.
No, it's not even Mad because the Yankees are doing everything they can to get him.
Right,
So
right.
I
So if
think.
they do- okay.
So
So
I
you say that you're
but
you're
then
not
it
mad, you're just disappointed.
no, just kind of like mad at Cole for like, why the fuck would you go to the Angels
Right.
over the Yankees
Right.
if the money's the same?
It would-
Like,
Okay,
you're,
but if
you're a
the-
loser.
okay.
Like Ohtani 2.0. Get the fuck
For
out.
me,
That's
for me, there'd be a 6 or 7.
Okay.
But I think the only way they're getting beat at this point is if someone gives him a dumb offer.
Right.
Like
Well,
if the
there's only
Angels or
dumb, yeah.
if the Angels or Dodgers go like 9 or 10 years
Right.
at like 35
Oh my god,
apiece.
amazing! That'd be fucking
And then
crazy.
so then
No,
I'll
they
be
just
mad.
gotta beat the Strasburg deal
Then-
by like 1 year and like $20 million.
I think Artie Moreno ups on that.
This is
Yeah.
so what if? Oh, okay. So but then you're gonna say like, oh, if the Angels give them
I
30
think
million
we're
more, you're gonna
approaching
say, what are you
3.
gonna do?
I think we're gonna go.
How many times are
over
you gonna?
3.
Whatever.
I'd-
Okay,
I'd-
all right, it's fine.
Okay, how much
on.
we'll do 2 minutes of serious baseball talk on the end of the
I don't
what-
think he's getting 300.
What's
Me neither.
I think it's gonna
Me
be
neither.
like 8, like 290.
let's do a
Yeah.
guess. Should we do a gentleman's bet on
What
it?
was Strasburg's?
Strasburg got 245.
7,245.
7 for 245.
8,270.
I think high in that, not 300. I say
9,305.
8
305. What the fuck?
8,287.
crazy.
8,287.
Yeah, I think I'm going 8,295.
Okay. All right. We're locked in.
We've
I
done
think
it.
I think 9th year. I think we see a 9th year.
Where's John Heyman? John, it's
crazy.
Don't.
No,
No,
he's not a friend of the
on.
family.
Oh, I know. I know.
He's a
Well, that's
mystery
mumble
team.
rap. That's what you just heard.
Mumble rap.
I have a question I want to ask you guys
Yes.
about Cole, but like I want to do it on my phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Should I do? Can you?
Yeah,
record
double
me?
up. We can double
Oh.
up.
Okay. Ready?
And then I'm going to get the outro music
Great.
set up so
Yeah,
we
go.
can see Boris talk
okay.
some weird shit.
We should talk baseball sometime.
Maybe.
Like this was fun, but
We didn't live up
sideways.
to the.
sideways.
Okay. What would you give up in your own lives for Garrett Cole?
Ooh.
So, money's the same. I'm just gonna go. Okay. No beer for the entirety of the contract. 9 years. You can't drink any beer.
That'd be a
for the 9
blessing.
years. You're good with that. Okay.
Yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah.
You do that in a heartbeat.
No cheese. For
On
the
any.
entire on anything. for the entirety of the 9-year contract.
See, I did this for 2 years. I did no beer, no cheese for like from
Okay.
2018.
So you're fine.
So like I can do that.
Okay.
My mom would be pissed. She'd be like,
Okay.
"You don't eat anything now."
The rest of your life is identical. You cannot wear shoes anywhere.
I just have to move back to the beach. I just moved to Manhattan, so it's just like, okay, I got to move back to the beach.
But you would do that.
Do I have to pick
No,
all
I wouldn't
three?
do that. No, I
No,
wouldn't
I'm
do
just
that.
giving you
One out of
different
three?
options.
No, okay, I would do the beer.
We're finding
Yeah,
the line.
beer would be okay.
It'd be great.
9
Maybe
years.
I'd get in shape.
Okay.
Beer would be okay.
And same with cheese.
Yeah.
I'd be like, cool.
Cheese-
If he started
no.
sucking, though, I'd like.
I think you're being corny about it. I don't think you're being real about cheese.
Okay, ready. Wait, hold
The
on.
only thing I'd have to give up is pizza.
9 years?
Hold on. Here's
I
another one.
just couldn't eat pizza anymore.
Here's another-
Sandwiches?
I don't put cheese on my sandwiches.
What?
I don't
Or
want to
my
go down a
burgers.
sandwich dive.
Let's-
Please.
let's-
cut
Stop,
cheese-
guys.
Let's move
Please.
away from the
Jordan?
food. Okay, ready?
Please continue.
You do not get to watch Aaron Judge at bats for however long.
No,
he's
I
a
wouldn't
Yankee.
give that up. That's just stupid.
He's still there and
My
doing
sense,
stuff. You don't get to
my
watch it. You don't
sensibilities
get
wouldn't
to-
allow that. I just like, Judge is up.
I'm saying you're not allowed.
It's rude
You're,
to judge.
you're not
Okay.
allowed to
Yeah.
watch any non-Yankees games until the postseason.
That would suck. That would fuck with my career.
I know.
But like,
That's-
I did that for a while.
No.
Ready?
Like,
Here's another one. Brett Gardner is permanently on the roster until he's 45.
That's the dream.
yeah, that's sign me up.
and
okay.
has to play. He has to get at least 100.
I thought we were saying bad
100
things.
plate appearances.
I thought we were saying
Yeah.
negative
Yeah,
things.
they just like you just keep that mindset going for the Yankees nonstop.
You're not allowed to attend a Yankees game in person for the entirety of that contract. 9 years, Garrett Cole.
I
He's
do
on
that.
your team.
I do that.
You
too.
can't go.
I do that. I only went to 3 last year.
Yeah, but you went to 3.
Yeah,
The difference between 3 and 0
I
is
left
not.
one early because the
baseball's boring.
Would you do that, Jake?
no.
You would not do that. So you would say
I
no.
wouldn't do that either.
No.
Okay, we're finding the line.
No,
here.
you would.
Yeah.
You don't want Garrett Cole.
I do the beer.
I
do
do
the
the
big-
no shoes. I could be the no shoes guy.
Okay.
Okay, no
You
shit.
got, you got
years.
weak feet. You wouldn't be able to do
All right,
it.
but you're not giving.
They
Judge.
get tough pretty quick.
Okay, congrats.
Thank you.
This
Thank you.
All right, we learned a lot.
What would
Outro music.
what
outro
would
music.
you give
Oh,
up for an Orioles World Series?
Most things.
Like what is like the deepest, maybe darkest thing that you could say? Would you kill someone?
No, I would not. I would not kill. I would not do
An
anything.
irrelevant person.
No. No. I would not do anything immoral. I would do something like disgusting.
Right.
Okay.
Like I would like.
That you could push Jake pretty far.
Yeah.
Who
Like
do
I
you think could get more gross, you or me?
Ooh,
Oh,
this
Jake
is-
lives gross.
I don't want to do Fear Factor, man. Like,
Jake lives with no shoes for 9 years.
Yeah.
yeah, like we could do that, but is
All right.
that like a game we want to
Right.
Play
play?
him out. Play him out. The wrap it up box.
Thank you guys
I
for
want to
coming
thank.
on.
I want to thank my mom. I want to thank the producers on this great show for everything they've done.
Thanks,
And,
Bill.
Jesus
Bill.
Christ.
I want to thank Babe Ruth.
Who was Jewish first. Sometime.
Jake sucks.
You guys are great.
Yeah.
Now I got this amazing shirt. I'm gonna walk into this press conference with a shirt.
Giambi and
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.